Well, that I think I have the personal opinions. More than 50, between 80 different nutcrackers run in the world. Of course, many beautiful ones. I had the chance to watch, for example, from legendary choreographer Mr. Jerome Robins. Every nutcracker, more or less that, not every, but many of them, they are very close. The story is basically the same. When we come to the point to make the creation for the CNB, Mr. Olaf Zombeck, which is a great friend, wonderful set and costume designer. So we thought that together we should think little touch different points of the nutcracker. Of course, happening Christmas nutcracker. Of course, we have little nutcracker. Of course, we have Clara, Prince, all the divertissement. But deep inside of the ballet, trying to give it a different message. That is the difference. So what is that? During that beautiful time of the year, and we have to, when we are doing the Christmas, we have to also do care about the people. And our nutcracker, that what we are trying to give this info, that lady on the street, we call that Castanian lady. Actually, that exists one story like that. So we match up that. The Castanian lady sailing the Castanian, and the day of the Christmas, try to bring that some present for the daughter. And the crazy kids in the street, they are playing snowballs, and then fall the Castanian cover. And the Clara, she saw that situation, and she comes out from the house, goes to this lady, please come have a cup of tea with us. Our story starts like that. And snow, cold, and she's alone. And the end of the party, when all the guests leaves, Clara asks the parents, I really don't want to send that Castanian lady so late night to home. Do you think she can sleep by us? The parents says, of course, yeah, of course, she should. And midnight, Clara comes down, that her present nutcracker to take with. And then of course that the original story, all the mice comes out and they play around. And king of the mice tried to kill the nutcracker, which is nutcracker protecting the Clara from the mice. And the lady, who our Castanian lady, old lady, turned up to the ferry to save Nutcracker's life. That is a little different. And then other point, the fairy takes that because she give a little present to Clara, a little tour all over the world, which is China, Russia, Arabian, and that is also Clara met, which is also an original, not exist something like that, with Prince, and they do the Grand Parade. The end effect, we do the flashback. Clara comes from the stairs down, get the nutcracker. Drosselmeyer comes back and says, time to go sleep. Too late. Which means everything was dream, but we get from one lessons from that. You have to support, help everybody. Maybe one day you get back. It's the story. The original Nutcracker made it for the kids. But we did a little bit development inside of the story. It's not only for the kids, and also some lessons to adults. we have to, only one motto, we have to help, we have to care each other, we have to be big family, because only way to survive in this wonderful world. That's our message. This is the difference of our matter. Same, Swan Lake the same. It's a big success in over 250 years. First of all, the subject, great composer Tchaikovsky. That is wonderful musician and wonderful pieces he created, and also special for ballet. Nutcracker happens over Christmas. And the Christmas time, you know, that we all grow up front of the tree, around of the tree, many present. Beside that present is the Nutcracker. Nutcracker is not only the doll. Nutcracker has also one function. Rakas. You see, not simple doll, has also some existence. I'm saying that this story is really wonderfully done, and the music is really beautiful, and Christmas time you only wish to yourself to listen and to see Nutcracker. That the base of Nutcracker hanging for me for wonderful music from the Tchaikovsky. Swan Lake the same. That's a great piece. You can do that during the 12 months, anytime. But Nutcracker you can only do round of Christmas. Maybe that for the popular. You don't do the Nutcracker middle of summer. Okay, some companies does. I'm not criticizing, but from middle of November until middle of January, the best time to play the Nutcracker. That's why I think very popular. Also, I see many different creations from Mr. Bejar from Mr. Gorgosh to Mr. Bejar and Mr. John Neumann. Many Nutcrackers around. Nutcracker also allow you to play a little bit the inside of the story, technical, the dancing wise. There is lots of material to play and bring to the up to date. Maybe that's why that keeps that always a freshman about the piece. Well, Olaf Zombeck is a one legender for me, and he was learn and also assist world famous set and costume designer Jürgen Rose. And Jürgen Rose also did many creations for Stuttgart Ballet, for Mr. Kranko. You cannot with the word express Olaf Zombeck. You have to see his work. For me, during that last 20 years, as friend, partner, to make the creation one of the biggest presents in my life. I feel I'm so lucky. We did round of the world, many pieces together, and he's not only that for me the set and costume designer, he also helped me during the creation with lots of different ideas. I feel I'm really very lucky man to work with such a great person like Olaf Zombeck. We are just lately, just a couple of days ago, we were talking about if we would do everything from the beginning, probably will be, I don't want to say better, but I can say more funny and more different message. But we have a set, we have the costume, we cannot play around of the story, but I'm the same. We'll keep creating ideas. Oh, we should do this, we should do that. No, we can't, because the set and costume doesn't allow us. But that's very exciting to do again Nutcracker, as I mentioned just before, with Olaf Solbeck. We have several of new things what set and costume allow us. And yeah, wait and see the surprise. In 2003, I created for the CNB my first Nutcracker. And I was that time very pleased to work with the National Ballet Portugal. I was very happy to Mr. Olaf Solbeck set and costume, I think wonderfully done. And in this day, the company, for my opinions, is very high level piece they dance and created. Not only my creation, we produce all together. I can choreograph, but dancer bring that life to the piece, you see. And I was very pleased, I was very proud. After 10 years, when I left the CNB, and today again back to this wonderful stage, what happened during that 10 years? That technically, the music is the same, but some part, maybe I was not happy from my work, and I did change. Maybe some of the dancer gives me more inspiration to do a bit more high-level technique. And I'm never really catch up to today. Maybe some surprise. I'm lucky. I'm lucky man. I'm lucky person. I'm really happy to come back, work with CNB again. That I don't think very often the choreographers go back. Yes, some of example, some of names we can just say, but not very, very often the leader of the company, chief choreographer, artistic director leaves, come back after a certain time, they set their ballet. Personally, that's important, personally. That, yeah, their ballet running, Mr. Hans van Maanen's ballet running, where he was artistic director, but maybe he just go last 2 days and just little touch. But for me it was very special at the beginning of my career in Portugal, 2003, one of my think first or second pieces. After 10 years later, I come back, very emotional of course, to entering that artist door and to see many, many beautiful people who I did work. And I also met very, very beautiful, many young dancers. Great pleasure. Yeah, anything you can say, but you should leave that feeling